Hello and welcome to Dingoes Ate My Podcast. This week we're talking about the Season 6 premiere, Bargaining, Parts 1 and 2. 'Cause happy times.
Bargaining, eh?
So, this episode originally aired October 2nd, 2001. Both parts aired on the same night. Attracting 7.7 million viewers, which is the second highest of the series, just behind Innocence from Season 2.
And yet it's on a different network.
It's on a smaller network.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and got that views.
Yeah. So it's beaten out by Innocence by 200,000 viewers, roughly.
Oh, man.
So, Bargaining. This is a super happy episode. So let's start off with part 1. With Buffy having been dead for 5 months, the Scooby Gang continue to patrol, led by Willow, whose power is progressing steadily. They use the often imperfect Buffy bot to conceal Buffy's death from any lurking enemies, as well as from social workers who believe Buffy to be Dawn's guardian. Meanwhile, at the magic shop, Giles is packing up his items in preparation for his return to England. Willow announces his plans to resurrect Buffy by magic, with Anya having found the last magical artifact Willow needs on eBay. And she even got a Backstreet Boys lunchbox, too.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
She conceals her intentions, however, from Giles, Spike, and Dawn. A vampire survives his encounter with the Buffy bot and realizes the real Slayer is gone, and that just a robot is in her place. He tells a demon biker gang which sets out to attack Sunnydale. Willow slaughters a baby deer in preparation for her ritual of resurrection, and Giles leaves for England.
You'd think the vampires would actually look in the graveyard at tombstones, maybe?
But there's a lot. There's gotta be 8 graveyards in Sunnydale.
And for some reason, Buffy's was in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, well, there has to be a lot of cemeteries in Sunnydale. A lot of people die there.
Yeah, true. Does have a low life expectancy, right?
Well, that's why the property values are so low. Yeah. That's why Buffy's mom can afford that house with no fucking income.
Anyway.
Willow, Xander, Anya, and Tara gather at Buffy's grave, and Willow begins the ritual. As it progresses, the demon bikers wreak havoc in town and damage the Buffy bot when it intervenes. They trail the Buffy bot as it tries to find Willow, interrupting the ritual at its conclusion. After the bikers destroy an essential artifact of the resurrection spell, the Scooby Gang members flee in multiple directions from the attacking demons, convinced that the ritual has failed. Unbeknownst to them, Buffy has been resurrected and awakened, still buried in her coffin.
Oops.
See, now part 2. If part 1 wasn't happy enough. Xander carries Willow to the magic shop where Tara and Anya are to meet them. The demon bikers batter the Buffy bot. The resurrected Buffy breaks out of her coffin and claws her way to the surface, confused and traumatized. Spike steals a motorcycle from a demon and rides off with Dawn, intent on escaping the demon still rampaging through Sunnydale. He will keep that motorcycle for the rest of the series, by the way.
Nice.
The disoriented Buffy roams through town, coming upon the demon bikers as they complete the destruction of the Buffy bot. As she flees them, she stumbles across Willow and the Scoobies, but runs from them as well. As they pursue her, they are attacked by the demons, but Buffy turns and defeats them. Spike and Dawn find the head of the destroyed Buffy bot. As Spike investigates it, the head suggests to Dawn that the real Buffy has returned. Distraught, she runs away. Still in shock, Buffy returns alone to the site of her death, the top of the tower that Glory was using. Dawn finds her there and climbs the unstable structure in pursuit. Buffy prepares to restage her death, but Dawn interrupts and tries to convince her to come down. Buffy asks if she is in hell. As the tower collapses, Buffy's instinct to protect Dawn takes control, and she carries her sister down a rope to the ground.
Well, down a rope some way until it stops and then falls the rest of the way, which hopefully wasn't too much of a fatal fall, but yeah, they were somewhat alive.
She's a superhero.
Big.
Yeah.
So, you'll notice somebody was taken out of the opening credits for the season.
Was it Giles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now a special guest star and not a full-time cast member.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So he will be in I want to say about half of the episodes this season, but there's going to be a big chunk where he's not going to be in.
Like, probably for the first several episodes, maybe?
I guess you'll have to find out.
Oh, boy.
So, let's talk a little about the tone of Season 6 thus far. And how it's not the same as it was before.
What are you talking about? It's super happy.
Yeah, Willow vomits a snake.
Yeah.
Ew.
Look, I do not like snakes, but that is a really cool effect.
I think the biggest thing was all the things crawling inside her skin.
Well, yeah, that made me think
all
of...
like cuts and stuff?
Oh, no, the things after that. The things going up
Made me think
toward
of,
her
like,
mouth
the
before
mummy,
the snake
basically.
thing. Huh.
Like those scarabs.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's almost like Willow's really powerful or something.
Meh.
I hope she doesn't get too pissed off at some point.
Sure.
That probably won't happen.
I like how they also dubbed her to be the leader, and Jenner's like, who made you leader? It's like, you did?
We kind of had a whole big meeting.
Yeah, we voted on it.
We made a fancy trophy and placed it up somewhere.
Also, I like the part where, yeah, finally, Willow and Tara can now kiss on screen without any other context.
Yeah, they've basically just become Dawn's parents.
I also like how
Which
they
is
made
great.
that big middle finger to WB
Where?
when they kissed.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's just because of the network they're on now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
It's like, screw you guys, we can do this now.
Oh, I've been suppressing this for a while, but on the one hand, yeah, Buffy Bot having somewhat of a role, but oh dear goodness, the school-oriented stuff, all 16
It's
different
so
levels of
good.
cringe.
It's so good.
Cringe!
No, but this is what the first episode needed. Obviously, it needed the funny stuff to happen.
That's not funny. It's 16 different levels of cringe.
It's pretty
Yeah.
funny. It's pretty funny. They have Buffy Bot here because the show is called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and if we don't have Buffy in the first episode, new people would probably tune out.
Well, yeah, I mean, why else is it called Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I kind of wish that they hadn't resurrected her until, like, episode 4.
Buffy Bot the Vampire Slayer.
And no, like, not had Buffy Bot or anything, but just, like, had spent more time getting to the resurrection. But for obvious reasons, they have to do it right away.
I'm pretty sure something's coming up in the next episode or two.
Something's
man.
coming up in the next episode. It's a little episode called Afterlife, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, yes, as you mentioned, the Willow and Tara relationship is a lot less awkward now because they're on a different network, and they can just kind of be like a normal couple.
Good.
They will definitely, let's just say, be far less constrained in that relationship going forward.
Fair.
Like, it will not be subtle. All pretense of them not being a couple will be gone.
Well, yeah, I was pretty sure it was gone anyways, but now it's like 100%.
Oh no, like the UPN will basically not put any restrictions on that. So they're able to do a lot more.
Ah.
So what network did this go on to?
They're now season 6 and 7 are on the UPN.
Like, what are, like, the restrictions for this network, and what time did this air?
So this would have aired in the same time slot, but because it was a smaller network, they were more willing to just kind of be like, do whatever. Because the UPN's other top show was probably watching paint dry. That's a joke.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't really have anything else. And this was bringing them 7 million viewers, so they were kind of like, hey, we've never had that many people. Anyway, is there anything you guys want to talk about? These two episodes?
Speaking of couples, oh man, Xander and Anya. And Anya getting a little bit impatient about the fact that Xander proposed to him and they haven't bothered to mention it to anybody else.
Yeah, apparently they didn't mention it to anyone.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
I like how Xander wanted to bring that point up to Buffy, who's still trying to get used to the world being alive again.
I love
I
Anya's
think that
line.
was odd. Yeah.
I love Anya's line. As Xander's like, you have to be patient. I was patient, but it took too long. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so international titles for bargaining. So in French, chaos.
Sure.
Yeah, just a little bit.
In Portuguese, it's unfortunately just bargaining.
Yeah.
In German, the resurrection.
Yeah.
And in Italian, the ritual.
Yeah.
All of them are perfectly fine.
It works. As it is, though, I think French kind of got it the best with just chaos. Just everything. Everything.
I mean,
pretty
the
much.
resurrection works. It's a little on the nose, but it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
We have Thomas Wanker still doing the original score, who will continue to do for the rest of this season, other than the episode Once More with Feeling.
Ah.
Right. Because that's the musical.
episode. Yeah. Yes.
The
So,
only episode I watched this season. Other than the first two.
just wait until next week. Anyway,
Oh boy.
I think it is one of the most, in a way, one of the saddest episodes of the season.
Yeah.
So, yes. Was there anything else you guys wanted to mention about this episode? Well, technically episodes, because...
Two-parter. Yeah.
The way it was on the DVD was rather seamless, at least.
Mm.
So it just felt like one really, really long episode.
Yes, yeah. So, if there is nothing else, next week we'll be talking about the episode Afterlife. In this episode, the Scooby Gang fights a ghostly demon that appears as a consequence of resurrecting Buffy. Buffy adjusts to being alive, and we find out where Buffy went when she died.
Oh boy.
What hell dimension was she in?
Oh, boy.
Hell dimension, eh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sure it'll be full of just happy and bunnies, and why would you do that? I love Anya's continuing fear of bunnies.
Yeah, very true.
Like bunnies being just the most. Why would you do that thing?
Yeah,
What
it's
magic trick are you
terrifying.
gonna, what magic trick are you gonna do now? Witch, pull a rabbit out of that? No! Why would you do that?
It's so good. This is also, I forgot to mention this, but this is also the last appearance of the Buffy bot. The Buffy bot will not be back.
Well, it's kind of understandable with how much damage it kind of sustained this time. And sure, Willow was able to manage in most cases, but yeah, I think this might be a little bit extreme.
Well, I mean, technically it will come back in the comics, but not on
Not
actual show.
within the show.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so until next time, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.